Hi, I am Mari, welcome to my channel, and today I want to create with you an animation with this drawing I have here. This took me about 3 hours to create in separate days because I have been kind of busy recently, but I will show you before going to Procreate Dreams how I created this, so when we pass it to Procreate Dreams it is easier. First is planning. Like in my image, in my head, I planned that is like a simple background with a Christmas tree. I will put some lights turning on and off in Procreate Dreams. That's my idea at least. I hope I don't forget. And the main idea for the gingerbread house is that it will assemble. So this drawing has each piece of the cookies, like in an actual cookie, so we can assemble it the whole house. That's the whole idea I had in my mind, and well, let's see if it works. I created then each of the cookies, complete cookies. So if I remove one layer, it will be one cookie, and I actually have like some darker color on the back of the cookie, like the cookie is born, and then on the top it's not that born. Thinking about that. Then I have here the decoration. So separating the layers is very important, and planning your animation before. So I did this because so far Procreate Dreams doesn't allow us the vast of versatility that we have on Procreate. So I first draw on Procreate, and then now we're going to move this to Procreate Dreams. So let's go to Gallery and split this window with Procreate Dreams. Okay, I'm going to create a new widescreen empty project, and in this project we're going to bring the illustration. So we grab it, hold it, and throw it here. We wait for the import. It's around this area. Let's expand it. Okay. We can still move it a little bit here. And when we want it, then we touch outside and we have the thing. Now when we import, everything is in only one drawing, as you can see here. Okay, and I'm gonna change that by touching it, like long press, and set here convert layers to tracks. So now I have this group with all the layers I had before, and as you can see, my guide layers that I had off already in Procreate, they are here, they are imported, but they're still hidden, so I can turn them on if I want, and I want to repeat something. Let me just increase this to full screen so we can see better. Okay, what I want to animate is then the cookies. Let's first take away all the decoration, because I want the decoration to go at the end. So I will turn off all these decorations. As you can see now, I have all these decorations. Tiny, this is like the shadows of my decoration. Actually, I will also animate that later. So we have the door. Okay, we have now the cookies. Okay, so like I actually place the layers in the way I'm gonna animate them. So it is gonna be kind of easy, but the result, the position of the house is gonna be this one. So I'm gonna go to the end of my drawings, to the end of the timeline. In this moment I have 7-second timeline, which is kind of a lot. It can be faster, but we can play with that later. And I'm gonna go here to the end of my timeline and create here the location I want. If I touch like here, move and scale, this is the location it will have at the end. And when that piece is gonna come, it will depend on the previous pieces. So I'm gonna start with adding this to all of my layers, so I know that all of them will finish and will be ready at that time. We can move this later. We can actually move this to make it, sorry, not later, but before in the timeline. Now we have this cookie. And finally we have the mat, where the house is on, okay? So this one, I will leave it like that. Then I will not place the mat. Maybe we can, but right now I don't want to. We can maybe later change it and like the mat is going down. But so far, I will leave it like this, okay? So I will start with this one. And to see the movement, I will turn off the rest of the cookies. Let's see. They are coming off. The last roof. Okay, no, it should be, yes, this roof is behind, but it doesn't matter for me if I will actually take the roof off first, and I will start with this. So this one, this cookie, I will make it come from the left. So this is our cookie, and it's going to start moving. I want the whole animation of the cookie to be about 4 seconds. So I can create something in the beginning and then place the cookie, so I can give time for the mat to be there. Okay, so I will start in 3 seconds, and I will create here this move and scale. So right now it's the same as before, but I only wanted to move it in the X axis, so in this movement. Right now, if I touch it and I move it like this, you will see that my hand was not that steady because I move it in the Y position. But I get more or less a number for my X position, that is the one I want to change. So 1216. Let's go back, undo, and then here we can write, oh, I forgot how much it was. It was negative because it was to the other side. Okay, it's about here. It's kind of far, so I forgot the number, which is fine. We can repeat it and move it closer. Now we have it here with 1300. And let's see how that looks then. We can place from that movement to the end of my timeline to see how it goes. Okay, we have one cookie, but we don't want that cookie to be there, and then we're going to place the other cookies too, right? So this one we place at the end, we move it. Well, you have to get really close to move it, so it doesn't work all the time to me, for me at least. Let's use the 3 fingers up. So now we can move it. We can move this to be, let's say, in 1 second after I did it, after I place it. Okay, no, like that. Oh, this happens to me more than I want to. So 3 fingers, oh my God. The touching still gets me through. Okay, we were here in 6 seconds. So let me expand with 3 fingers up. Okay, now we're gonna bring this again. No, now, yes, now we're moving the keyframe. You have to really hold it down to be able to move it Okay. Okay, now we have here in 1 second. Now it's faster. It's moving backwards because for some reason I changed here the number. So this is negative. So it goes in this direction. Okay. Now the next one is gonna be the roof that I have here. So I will turn off the roof, and my final position of the roof is this one. So instead of dragging, because as you can see it can be difficult, instead of dragging, I'm going to erase this keyframe, and I'm going here closer. So the roof is going to be half the time of the wall. So that means that I will touch here, move and scale, and then when the previous one finishes, I will create another keyframe from here. And this one I wanted to come from top. So I touch, then I move it with my hand. We can leave it like that because you almost don't feel that I move it. But if you see, I have some movement on X and I want this to be 0. So we can come here and also click 0 and it doesn't change the movement. There you go. 1, 2. Let's add the next one. That should be this one. Okay, let's move around here. We place this one. Okay, when we place this one, we want this one to start. And we want it to finish here. So we touch here, we come back when we want it to start, touch it, and like this, I'm placing it actually before the roof. I want to make it inside the frame at the same time with the roof, so we can touch them together. So I will change this one to the same moment as the roof enters. And I'm gonna move it from the right. Again, and touch here, and I will forget about any changes on Y. Let's see how it looks. Still the roof arrived early. Actually, now that I notice, I prefer the roof to arrive later. So I'm gonna make a little change here, and the roof will arrive after I place this piece, but exactly after. Let's see it. And now we're gonna place the rest of the cookies. Let's turn this on. And this one also needs to be like the base for the roof, right? So I'm gonna try to place it similar to this one, but a bit delayed. So if we can see it here, the keyframes, we're trying to put here the same keyframe, and then it can start around here. And we move it to the left, select, you take the Y away. Let's see how it goes. And then it goes. And the roof is going right after the walls. Now let's place the other cookies. Now we turn on this layer, and we're going to animate this layer after these ones arrived. Okay, here is the full arrival of this. So here I will start the movement of this cookie. That means that I want all these cookies to be around this time. So I come back here. When that finish, I also touch it, and this one will come from a little bit down. This time it's gonna come from the corner. Let's see how it looks. And it's too fast compared to the other ones. So I will start it a little bit after, because also I put it like far away, and I don't want it that fast either. maybe like this. Okay, I like it this way. And now this final layer of my house. Here is the final movement. So I want it to come at the end, and it will start my movement here, and it will be finished around this. So I go again to my start one, and I will move it, and I want this one to come from the top. Let's see, like that. This is the whole building of the house. Great. Now let's see what are we gonna do with the decorations. Okay, let's see first the door. We have here our door, and let's see if we can get creative here with mask. That's something I wanted to try, and I want this layer to be the mask of the other one. So right now it is not allowing me to create this as a clipping mask, so I will draw something on black with some inking marker is fine. Let's see how it goes like this. Now this is a mask. Now this will be a layer mask of the other one. I painted in white, in black. So now we can erase the drawing. Yes. Okay, now you can see it is drawing with the black. That's what I was looking for, actually, that we can create this effect like we are actually painting on our house. So what I'm gonna do is, let's see if we can, yeah, now we double tap. I discovered that recently. I complained in a last video that where is my plus button, because I love the plus button, and now I found it. If you have to double tap many times until you get it. So around here I want all my door to be done. Okay, so okay, now I did it wrong right now. Let's try backwards. We don't know exactly where the door is, so I always like to go backwards when I do it in After Effects, and here is a bit more tricky. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna erase a little bit. Sorry, I'm gonna paint a little bit here, and should be adding this plus inside, not outside my group. That's not what I'm looking for. So I should be able to draw here, and now it's working. Okay, now it's working with my frames. But this frame, this part is not doing a layer mask to the bottom. So it's not working as a group, and I want to create it as a group. So what we can do is, let's see if this works as a flip book. Let's see, it's not working like I wanted to. Okay, my idea was that like with the plus button without having to create a layer mask. So I will actually delete the whole content and start again. Let me see where my house is being built, like around here. Here it finishes. Okay. So I will start drawing on top just to cover this part. This plus button, this. And I'm not able to see the rest, but I don't mind right now. So this should be the whole thing. And this part. Okay. Let's see if it works backwards. Okay, and this one, done. Okay, let's see if by grouping them, it works. So we group them, select them and group them. Let's delete this track. And then now this one, I wanted, so as a group, I cannot create a layer mask. So my idea is something I play a lot with in After Effects is that I play with the mask and I move the mask. And maybe we can do another workaround. Let's see, let's ungroup, let's go back and erase all these. In After Effects that will work, but not here. So what I'm thinking now is that I will cover all this, create the mask, right, with it like this. I'm gonna erase my door. Okay, if I erase the door, nothing is here. But if I paint it back, so I will paint it to the right. Now, let's see if this works. You don't see anything here because it's a mask of a door that you cannot see right now. So, what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna move that mask. Let's see if it works. And right now it's here, but then I want my mask to appear, to make the door appear. But I want this starting point actually to the other side. Let's see if this works. Okay, yeah, it works like this. Okay, I don't have too much control right now because I cannot see the drawing. Maybe we can do it with none option here, and we can edit better this image. Well, this is too much, but I want it to be kind of straight here. This is maybe too much. It's kind of fine like that. Let's see, let's make it a mask again, layer mask, and see what happens. Okay, here is too much, so let's touch it out of the drawing. Now it works. Okay, I'm gonna do something similar with the rest of the things, the decorations. Let's start this one. My idea was playing with this like if you're drawing by hand, but it is not as simple as I thought it was gonna be, like in After Effects. But still, we can maybe play around with this. Where is the door completely on? Here. So from here, I'm gonna start drawing. So if it's complete, we'll start drawing around here. Yep, and maybe we can create a different one like this. Let's see if it works this way now. Each of them separately. Okay. Good. Now around here. Okay. Now I think we have it. And what we're going to do is to create this as a mask, and this one as well. We're gonna do with all of them. This is something I was imagining in my head. Let's see if it works. This is a mask as well. All of them are masks. And my final one, this one. Nice. Let's see how it looks. So it's like someone is drawing on it. It's not perfect, but you're not gonna notice when everything is done because it's too fast. It looks like it's being written on instead of stick it. Okay, this one, I'm just gonna bring it and hang it, basically. So this is gonna be simple, and a simple animation around this place. Move and scale, and it's gonna be very fast as well. And this one, then I increase the size. Bring it from here, paste it, and now we have these nice illustrations that I wanted to also use the mask, but it will take a lot of time, so I will speed up the video for this, and see you soon. I stopped creating that, and now you will see why. I just noticed that some keyframes were created at the beginning and the house was completely here. I don't know how that happened because it was not my intention, but I fixed it by erasing all of them. Now it happens the same with the decoration, so I have to go here and move this layer to the right, to the moment it started. So I don't want to miss the point where we place the oh, I actually erase it. Oh, yes, I erase it. Oh, I erase all the movements. Okay, I did something wrong here, guys. So let's see the whole timeline. If I put the timeline at the beginning, it goes out and then it goes in. I want my video to start from there, not like this. So something is happening to the keyframes here when I start the keyframes. Okay, let's see how we can fix this. This is my starting point. So it should start before. For some reason I have this keyframe here, but if I erase this keyframe, if I delete this keyframe, then I'm erasing everything I did before. So I'm not gonna erase that keyframe, but I'm gonna move this here to the right. That should work. Let's see if it actually works. Where do we see the keyframe happening in this little frame? So it comes down now to still here. Here's my first keyframe, official keyframe that I imported. It's moving to this side. So the original keyframe, oh, it moved. It's not what I wanted to happened. So this is a bit strange for me. So it comes back in the 4th second because that's what I placed. I placed this one here, right? So it should be the same here, the same location. So let's see, this one here should be the starting point. Okay, so I'm gonna go here and I'm going to edit and split, and I'm going to erase this content. Now I only have it from this point. Makes sense. The same thing I'm going to do with the next one. For some reason it created another position at the beginning, so my starting position of this piece is here. If we touch the screen, we should be able to see who is there. Is this one. So I'm gonna do the same, click here, edit, split. We're going to erase this content. I will have to do the same for all of them. So this is the starting point, edit, splitting, and now comes here, and as well with this one. Well, that one is waiting there for some reason, so I will get it cut from here, delete content, the same with this piece, that is this piece behind here, edit, split, delete. I didn't notice that it happened, so maybe it was my mistake at the beginning. When I'm editing the video, I will be able to see it, but so far I couldn't see it. So we can also split this one around here, right before it starts moving. Split and delete. Now we can see the timeline of all the pieces. And for the door, it's the same, because we have the door here. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna come here where the mask is, the beginning of the mask. I'm gonna edit, split, and delete this part. So now it comes here. Nice. Same we're gonna do with this piece. Right before the mask, edit, split, and delete. Okay. And with this other friend as well, we have it starting around here. We can make it start later. Actually, I want this one to be my last piece, and I'm gonna erase the keyframes right now. Okay, so I will be drawing the roof and everything maybe a bit before, like around here, with the let me move it here. Right when we put the roof, so around here. Click a bit to the front, and we start here. Okay, now we can start editing this part. Touch in drawing mode, and let's see the onion skins, because I was not able to see that. Those are too dark. Let's edit here, maybe 2 frames, and the opacity as well. Okay, now we can do this. It's like we are actually writing our cookie. I will speed up this part and see you soon. Okay, I need to continue drawing at this point, but my animation was set on 7 seconds. I changed it up, I just changed it a little bit here, and let's say 15 seconds. done, but now we have to increase the timing here as well. And inside the group as well. This is just a little bit annoying to do in this mode, so I'm gonna change to portrait mode because I have a little bit larger in this part. So let's flip it here, and we're able to see a little bit more of these. Okay, we were going to select all of the layers. We have to be careful because now I have like small layers around here, and I want them all to be selected. Okay, now we're gonna get really close and we're gonna drag them here. We're gonna drag the drawing, all these drawings, to the right. Okay, so we can continue where we were here. We were drawing this, double tap. Now I will go back to this mode for you to see better. Double tap with drawing mode, and now I want to draw the whole thing. So this one is completely covered now. Okay, now I notice that around here I lose my background, so we go around the 7 second. So it's because this one is inside a group, because I created in Procreate as a group, so we have to select all of them and drag them to the front, to the last. A bit closer. Oh, it's always a little bit difficult to grab that border. Okay, we're almost there. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're almost there. Oh my. There. Okay, let's see how it looks. Okay, we have the same issue as before with the drawing, so we have to take this away on here, right before the mask. So we touch, edit, split, and delete. And now we can see it. Let's see. Well, we have to still play this. Great. So this one we want it later, so I will place it on the top because I want it to be one of my last ones. I think there is okay. Okay, let's continue with this layer, this layer. So I will just place it from the left, like right after this roof is finished. So right after this is finished, all this coloring, I will bring it. So I will split here, delete this content, move, scale, and kind of fast. We're going to see less than a second, or like half a second, and then this one we bring it from the left. Okay, we bring that one to the left, from the left to the right, and then let's turn this on, and all of these are going to come from the top. We're doing the same here. Edit, split. We're going to delete this content, this one, the rest of the second here. This is 8 seconds, 9 seconds. Okay, the rest of the seconds. So these ones come from the top, a bit top lefty, and same for this one. But I want this one to start a bit after the one on the top start. So this one appears, this one comes from the left. So I will edit here, split, delete, and this one I want it to arrive almost at the same time, or right after the other ones arrive. So just right after, and then we move this one like this. Okay, now let's turn this on, and this one, these two on, I think can be all together. And well, I would like to also mask these ones, so let me just edit, split, so we don't repeat the same mistake. Let's start with the green one, add a new track, and let's start drawing here, one by one. Double click, double click, double click. We have it here, and we do 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we're almost done here. This is a very long video. We're almost done here, and we're gonna do the same now as before. We're gonna clip mask these ones. Create a layer mask with this. I hope we can create this mask with a group, because it will be really nice to group them and create a layer mask with the group. So I hope that comes later, because doing this I don't like. It actually gives me it doesn't give me the motivation to do it more detailed, to be honest. Okay, so this one is finished. Now here I'm gonna split, erase this one, and we're going to only place it from the top, like it's falling, like the snow is just falling here. And I want it in less than a second, so we have start right half a second here, and we start this one from the top, and I don't want any movement on the X, so it comes right down. Great, let's see how it looks. Here come the cookies. Now we can fix that later. Okay, not bad. And now what are we missing? This one, the last one we left for the end. And right after these animations, so I'm gonna split, delete my content here, move, add the scale, and the rest of the second goes here. It could be actually slower, and this one comes from here. we can actually make this one also bigger, so it has some perspective from it. By increasing the size in this part, it has some perspective. We can do that later with all of the rest things if we want to add perspective. Okay, now we have our cookie house finished. I want to add here on the top like Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and I will deliver this to all my clients that were with me during this year. And for you, you have the palettes for the drawing for free in my Gumroad account. Okay, now we're missing something that I want is the lights. So the lights are gonna start blinking before, and we can do that in a separate layer so we don't have to play with this big group. And the reason I wanted to start the house later is because I wanted to place here some message, as I told you. But for now, I will only create the drawings for the lights. I'm gonna do that now. So I'm gonna draw here, come to my tree, and I will use, I haven't imported here my glitter, but let's use the neon. Let's see how it looks. Just very bright neon color. Let's see how it looks. Okay, too large. Let's see in white. Still, the brush size is too bright because it's a thick one. Let's see. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay. With white. Okay. Let's see. A bit with yellow. Okay. Now my next drawing. We can see it here, but not too much because of the colors. It's purple and green. So I will edit my onion skin to maybe red and increase the opacity in this case. And instead of this, I'm gonna go with lights in between. So some yellows and whites in between the ones that were before. Like around here. Like not the same spots because I want them to blink. And white as well, like the middle points, like places where they were not before, so it will look like it's blinking. Okay, so I will do this. Maybe it's too fast to have it in double frame, so I will stop here the drawing and I will move this here, and this one will expand it here, and this one I will expand it. Now I'm gonna copy this frame and paste it here. Let's see how it looks like this. Looks nice, and we can play with the timing of the lights, turning on and turning off, with the timing of these frames. So we can play, this one is 1 now, and then maybe this one is 3, and we copy the previous one, hold, copy, and then pass to this part. Now this one also gonna be 2 and 3. Let's continue with this to see how it looks. So it's gonna look like this, like the normal Christmas lights. So I like these two. Well, we can repeat probably these 4. So I'm gonna copy all of them. Let's see, and paste all of them, so I don't have to copy and paste one by one. And in here, we can also again change the setting by increasing this one, and play a little bit with the lights. Okay, now I'm gonna grab all of them here. I'm gonna paste it here. And again here. And I'm gonna play a little bit with the last one I pasted. Just for fun. And this is this part, so this one, yes. So we grab this one again, copy and paste. We can now maybe make a big group, because I'm right now like in the half of the timing. So we duplicate a lot. Oh, I'm not going. Okay, let's pinch because I couldn't see it. So let's select all of them and group them. And now we're going to copy the group and paste the group over here. Okay, and when a group is created, we have an empty track, so I like to erase it, and we're done right now. I didn't stamp the whole movie, so I will keep it until here. Let's see. It looks like this. So I will say what says Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Madison. There you have it. Well, thank you for joining me in creating this animation. This kind of long video, but I hope you enjoy it. And if you have any comments or questions, if you know better ways of doing things right now with your practice, just leave it in the comments. I would love to learn from you as well. So, thank you for watching and see you next time.